Day it is.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today's the 25th.
25th of November.
Yep.
Boy, once again, here we are talking about how this month has flown by. It's almost December this time, though.
You know, I kept saying putting the Christmas ornaments up, my Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving, and I ain't even near about got started.
Yeah, I mean, before you know it, Christmas will be over and it'll be time to take them down.
I was trying to figure out when in the world. We've been really busy, though. Extremely busy.
I don't know when that's going to change. It's a Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day.
Yep.
Some severe weather, I think, across the southeast.
Went so far. We're like right here, and all of us doing just like this.
Well, I mean, it's been Texas, it's been that way, and now it's moving through our way, and yeah, it's a 95% chance of rain, but we haven't had a drop yet.
0.
And we were expecting it to be here by now, but it's coming. It's coming.
And I need to fertilize the garden.
Well, if it doesn't come before
we finish this live,
yeah,
I'm gonna run and do that.
Won't
take but a second.
Won't take but a second.
Yep.
But you hate to do it when you don't know that for confidence that they're.
I just have to cut the sprinkler on.
I mean, 95% is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's up there.
So, as y'all know, Thanksgiving is Thursday, and whether you're just going to be by yourself having a TV dinner, day as usual, or if you're having a big family gathering, we hope everybody has a wonderful day.
Yes, we do.
We won't be live Thursday to tell y'all. So, no. I mean, we'll tell you on a video, but it won't be that day.
It won't be alive that day for sure.
Right. That's right. That is right. And I turned this off, I thought. So
you turn your phone off. I don't think you ever.
I thought they were connected. I thought they.
What sides are we having? You talked about we were dining out.
Yes, and my mama told me yesterday that she was going to cook a turkey breast.
Did you tell her you didn't have to?
I told you I ordered the dinner.
What'd she say?
Oh, well, I didn't know you got a turkey. And I told her all the, when I ordered it, I told her all the things that were included. And she said, so I don't need to cook the turkey breast? And I said, I think I'd save it.
Yep.
She said, okay. So we chose turkey breast.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a turkey breast. It just said turkey. I don't know what all's.
I don't know what all is either.
I don't know. But then your sides, you got to choose from. So I chose dressing.
Mm-hmm.
You could choose 3 small or 2 large. But I chose dressing and I chose sweet potato casserole.
You're not doing that now. No.
Come here, Dee Dee. Dee Dee's trying to make a bed and
she makes a bed out of everything.
Christmas ornaments that are stored away. Come here, baby.
But go ahead about you.
I chose dressing and I chose sweet potato casserole, both in the large size, because I knew that we couldn't go wrong with that.
That's right.
And plus, my thinking was, I have ingredients for macaroni and cheese. So if I feel like it, I'll throw a pan of that together because I feel like nobody's homemade macaroni and cheese, it's the same. And then, so, I mean, it would be good, but if I can make that, then we'll have that extra.
So that'd be the only thing.
Put DD in.
Only thing you're going to cook, right?
Well, that's the plan.
Okay.
I did cook some sweet potatoes the other night for our dinner.
Yeah.
And I cooked a couple of extra ones in preparation to show y'all in a video the sweet potato casserole recipe. And we knew that it was going to storm today, so we recorded yesterday for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason we got finished yesterday afternoon. He said, I sure am glad we didn't make that sweet potato pie because I'm give out.
Yeah, I was. We did a lot yesterday, and it just kept seeming like the to-do list kept getting more on it and more on it and more on it and more on it. And we had Ktten here, and he worked all day too. And it's like, I just can't. I can't.
And then we told Ktten we didn't have anything else for him to do, and he left, and I wasn't here. I was taking some scrap metal of all things to get rid of some pieces of fencing that we had scrapped. And got back home, and I told Jason, I said, I do not know why we didn't get Ktten to put the feed up because we knew it was going to rain today. Here the feed was in the back of the truck, and we totally forgot. So you had to go at dark and put the feed up because we forgot.
I did.
But sweet potato pie could still happen today.
Yes.
For your video.
It could.
But I got to run over to Birmingham, see the doctor today. And if it's raining too hard, we won't be able to hear each other talk to make the pie. So we'll see.
Yep.
Today's a new day. Today's a new day. We're starting over. We're not going to be as exhausted today, I don't think.
I don't think so either. My plan is if it does rain, is I'm going to edit 2 videos a day.
Well, it's going to rain. It's there. You're going to edit 2 videos, one being the kids video.
The kids video I got started on it, but then tomorrow's video.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So, I froze the sweet potatoes.
Okay.
I froze the sweet potatoes because I did not know if we would be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can thaw them out real quick, and I didn't know you could freeze cooked sweet potatoes. So
really?
I had a quick question to Google. Of course, I could freeze dry them, but I don't need them to be preserved. I just need them to last until we make that pie.
That's right.
And we may have sweet potato pie on the Alabama-Auburn game.
That's true.
Who knows? It's there when we get ready.
That's right.
We have the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a hard time finding lard, which is a requirement for the homemade pie crust. Believe it or not, when I did my grocery pickup, it showed Walmart didn't have any lard.
You know, they used to keep it in the
Armour tub.
Yep.
Well,
and
guess what?
Sometimes that might be in the Mexican section.
It said out of stock.
Okay.
It sat out of stock. And so I thought, well, that's okay. I'll run in the little grocery store because I know they have it. Well, I went to the little grocery store. I didn't see it with the oils. And so I asked somebody that worked there, did they have lard?
Mm-hmm.
And she went back. She said, let me go ask the butcher. Well, I didn't want fresh lard, but I just
has to be rendered.
I just let her go do her thing. And she said, there was a time when we carried it right here with the oil. And then we started carrying it, back in the back, but they didn't have any. So I said, oh goodness. So I went in Walmart.
And found it. I've never seen that brand before.
But it wasn't the one they said out of stock.
Yeah.
When I typed in lard on my pickup, that's the only thing it showed, and it showed out of stock. But lo and behold, there was a little new.
It looks like it's a little butter package.
It looks like a block.
But I'm glad you got that one because usually what happens is you get that tub and get the smallest tub, and we don't use it fast enough.
I'm going to drink this whole thing of water before the live.
Okay.
Got to have some blood work. Can't drink my coffee.
That's right.
Next best thing is getting enough hydration so they can get some blood out of me.
Mm-hmm. I saw somebody ask that we should do a children's coloring book, and we do have a children's coloring book. It's that coloring book and activity book. It's got coloring. Pictures to color. Yeah. Pictures to color and crossword puzzles and word games and other little games in it and mazes and puzzles and whatnot. So that's over on our website. So
let me tell you what it is. www.cogkillfarm.com.
Yeah.
And you can go to the country store from there.
Yep.
You can see recipes.
That's
you
right.
can do all sorts of things.
Yep. So there is I think it's called an activity book on the website. So
yeah.
If you're interested in that, go check it out.
Yep. Mr. J and his wife Joanne did a great job on that, and it is something that we keep in stock.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the store, I wanted to mention this again, is that when you're ordering something from us off our website, just double check your address, your shipping address before you hit pay or purchase or whatever. Just be sure the address is correct. It does help us out a lot if you guys do that. So yeah, just double check your address before you hit pay now or purchase or whatever.
That's right.
Yep. That's
right. Because if not, it may end up coming back to us or going to the wrong place, and we just don't want that to happen.
I wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that has left gifts here recently at the farm stand. We certainly appreciate it so much, and it does not go unnoticed, and it puts a smile on our face and just wanted to tell y'all thank you so much for the gifts that we've got.
We meant to say that last live,
did.
and Jason had it wrote down, and it slipped our mind. So to all of y'all that have left something, we certainly appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mark that off.
I'll mark that off my list this time.
Okay, you sure did. You sure did. Your dog's full of energy this morning.
Yeah, she's anxious.
Yeah, she's got a football and she's slinging it, and she's ready for this rivalry that's going to happen on Saturday between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Auburn Tigers. And wherever you are, I'm sure you're probably
it's rivalry week.
Probably going to have a football team that's
more than likely.
That's rivals.
More than likely.
And I think we have I know. We have a county team that is playing for the state championship.
Really?
Yes. I don't know what day the game is, but it's Maplesville High School. They're undefeated. And I believe they have not let an opponent score in like the last 6 games.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty
They're
amazing.
Always good, you know it?
Yeah, well, I think this year is something else, something special.
They are. They've won the state championship several times, and currently, you know, they're always really, really good.
So playing
Isn't it crazy how some schools, you know, this is just a little bitty county school. What's it, 2A?
I don't know.
It's a small school.
Don't get me.
And they're always good.
They are
always good.
They always have a good football program.
Just amazes me how some county schools are like that.
Yeah, year after year.
Yeah, just consistently.
You just recognize that name as, that's I know Maplesville.
Yeah.
They play for state championship just about every year.
It is. And it's not like it's not like college or whatever. You go out, at least not here. I know there's some bigger high schools that do that, but go out and get scholarships and whatnot, you know, but in a little county school, you know, it just amazes me. I guess what could happen is that community's fairly small. And say 20 years ago, they were good. And then those families had children and they got those genetics, and so they're good. You see what I'm saying? It just went doom. Nobody left, and I don't know. It's just crazy how they're good year after year after year.
Yep. That's right. So, you know, when you're told that you're not supposed to eat something, that's when you wake up hungry. I usually don't need anything to eat until 10 o'clock or so in the morning. I usually go, work outside and build up an appetite, and then we have breakfast. I just don't wake up hungry. But this morning, as soon as I opened my eyes, I was like, my goodness, I sure would love some eggs and some bacon and some toast and
coffee.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. I woke up hungry. So I'm not going to eat. I'm going to.
That's right.
I don't even know if my orders are still in. So we'll find out.
We'll find out. What happens if they just get over there and they turn you away?
Well, I have to have blood work for the rheumatologist anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I'm fasting because my general doctor wanted blood work to check my cholesterol, and it's most accurate if you've fasted. And it was supposed to be good for 3 weeks. Well, it was on a Friday, so tomorrow would be that 3-week mark.
Okay.
And let's hope that my math is correct. And if not, maybe I can sweet talk on into it's the same office where my doctor is. So maybe I could go up there and ask them, very nicely, could you please put those orders back in? I'm here and I haven't eaten anything since yesterday.
Oh goodness.
Not a bite. Not a bite.
That does happen though when they say you can't have something.
Oh yeah. And they may not have even put the orders in from 3 weeks ago. You ask somebody to do something and they say they're going to do it, but it doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
And that's just part of being human. I don't know. We shall see.
I saw a lady named Wendy asked me, have I heard of the yellow Lady Banks rose? It was absolutely gorgeous. It is. I do. I actually I had one planted in the back, and
somebody ran over it with a lawnmower.
And it didn't survive. And it was during the drought, so
it wasn't marked. I didn't know it was there.
And anyways, yeah, I love the Lady Banks rose. The Lady Banks rose is thornless. It's an old rose, really old. It is gorgeous, little tiny yellow blooms. Doesn't smell, but the thing about Lady Banks rose, you better give it some room because it is going to take off and grow like crazy. Some people call it a climber. It's like a little bit of everything. Most people around here grow it as a bush. Just let it go, and it canes shoot up and they fall over, and it's really really beautiful. Now our dear friend and buddy Raymond, he grows his on his fence and trains it, and it is absolutely gorgeous. But that's got to be some work because when I tell y'all, a Lady Banks rose will go. It will go.
It's got a mind of its own, doesn't it?
It will, whatever you plant it on, in about a year 2, year 3, it's going to be covered. It is a spring bloomer, so it's not a repeat.
I was just wondering.
Yep.
So when do you prune the Lady Banks?
You will prune.
You'll prune it by Valentine's?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, you do not want to prune your spring bloomers in February. They're already set and ready to go.
You'll be cutting all your blooms off.
You'll be cutting all your blooms off. You want to wait till it's done what it wants to do, and then you can prune it back.
Okay, so like right after it blooms and it's finished, then you prune it.
Yes.
What about our drift roses?
You can prune those in February.
Okay.
Yes. Your repeat bloomers, you can prune.
Okay, because it's a repeat bloomer. Okay.
It's a repeat bloomer.
Goodness, I just can't get my head wrapped around
that. I
it's a
used
good
to
thing
get confused. I did, but yeah. Lady Banks does come in white as well. That's the two colors, yellow and white.
The white's a little more hard to find.
Well, it sells better than the yellow. So if you go to a nursery, a lot of times it's sold out versus the yellow. I like them both. Only thing white roses are gorgeous, but when the blooms are spent, they turn that old brown color.
Yeah.
And they don't look as pretty. So that's the reason why I don't like white as much. There's some raindrops.
I heard it.
But
it was
that's
big
just
raindrops, obviously.
That's just me. That is
so
just
you prefer
me.
The yellow.
I just like the yellow because when the blooms are spent, it doesn't look that bad versus white blooms. But that's just me. Now, I mean, I got almost a white rose over yonder growing on the arbor going into the side garden over there. So
it is what it is.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Take your choice.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I do love Lady Banks.
So you don't cut spring bloomers back in February.
Correct.
Because you're cutting all the blooms.
You're gonna cut all your blooms off.
Yes. I see a lot of people telling other creators and whatnot that you always prune your roses in February.
Yeah,
misinformation.
It is, and I guess it's because the hybrid roses now, and there's so many repeat bloomers, and people buy a lot of the roses, or people don't buy the old heirloom and antique roses like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those are springtime bloomers versus repeat bloomers, and I like them both. I understand why people would want a repeat bloomer because it blooms almost all year. It goes on and off.
Mm-hmm.
But usually they don't bloom as much as a springtime bloomer because that spring bloomer, it's got one shot and one time, and when it puts on a show. I'm talking about it's going to just
prolific.
It is, and it's going to last for a few weeks, and then it's going to die back down. But spring bloomer repeat bloomer will give you some blooms, and then it's going to die back and give you some blooms. And usually when it repeats, each time it repeats, it's not quite as much unless you stay on top of it and keep them dead-headed and pruned all the time. But
should we cut our drift roses back there on the bank?
Yeah, I do in February.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I don't do during the year because I just don't have time. But in February,
I didn't know if that was something we should not. We should just let them go. Will they get bigger if you don't cut them, or you cut them and that allows them to get bigger?
That's going to get bigger because where you cut them, it's going to split.
I remember Deb, our nursery mentor years ago. She said people have such a hard time understanding that you need to cut things back. You need to cut it back because it helps the plant.
It does.
You think you're cutting that growth off of it and it's not going to grow as big. But in reality, when you cut it back, it's going to make it even bigger and more beautiful.
That's right.
Don't think you're doing it harm by cutting it back. Yep. And it goes with other things besides roses. We were referring to azaleas at the time.
And that's another one you got. All of them, but just do your research.
Well, they say by July the 4th for roses. I mean, for azaleas. If you don't cut them back by July the 4th, you're going to lose your blooms.
And there's repeat blooming azaleas now. Yeah. So you just do your research. And hydrangeas are the same way. There's several different varieties of hydrangeas. So some grow on new wood, some grow on old wood. And so just do your research.
That's right.
Yep. Yep, because you could be cutting your blooms off and not know it.
And I guess that's why she always said by July the 4th.
Probably so.
Yeah. Well, that was in our area too.
Yeah, that's in our area. So yeah, that
different. Different everywhere. Different everywhere. So.
And somebody said their roses are covered in snow in February, and that I don't know any other zones. Usually February is the rose month. That's and we're always taught, around Valentine's Day, you think of roses, and that's triggers for you to prune your roses back. So I don't know about other areas. I really don't know. If it's a springtime bloomer, I really don't think it's going to hurt to cut it back.
Even if it's got snow on it?
Well, even before then, because it's already bloomed. So, a repeat bloomer. I almost messed up.
And now we're getting into fruits. What about figs?
Oh, you would want to cut those. Let's see, it depends on what zone you are in.
Okay, here's a tidbit of information that y'all may not know. Petals from the Past has a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the information has been from years past.
Tons of information there, y'all.
Dr. Artie Powell, who is Jason's dad, has a lot of videos about fruits and vegetables.
Jason's got them on perennials too. He's got them on roses. So go to Petals from the Past and look at their YouTube channel, and there's a lot of great information. That's where I learned most of my stuff from too, is from them.
As a matter of fact, Catherine over at G&G and I were discussing the Foxy Lottie grape not too long ago. And she was saying that she needed to trellis hers. And I said, I believe Petals has got a video on that. So all I did was Google Petals from the Past grapes. And it came up. And so I said, here you go. And she said, thank you so much. That saved me a lot of time.
Yep. Petals from the Past. Yeah. Listen, they don't mind helping out too, so you can send them an email or whatever. Too. They'll
signing them up now. And just see if they got a video.
Yeah, but see if they got a video
see
first.
If they got a video.
They are very helpful.
They are very helpful.
They are very helpful.
Lots of extensive information, and it's where you can understand it.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Of course, both of them are very educated when it comes to horticulture, but they also can speak on a level that you and I can understand it.
They can.
So it's not terms that, only somebody that's an expert can get. And that's very appreciative when it comes to talking about something that we may not have expertise in.
That's right. Anyway. That's right. And they both have their own thing. So Jason's dad is a fruit expert, and I mean expert. He is expert. He was head over Texas A&M's fruit department for many, 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 many years, and retired from there and went to Auburn.
Look, that's the last thing I looked up. Petals from the Past grapes.
And was over Auburn's fruit department for many, 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 many years. And before
do that again real quick.
Before retiring and coming to work for Jason at Petals. Jason, the owner of Petals, he is a rose expert. That is his passion. So you get the best of both worlds with him.
All right. Let's see. How do I do this without, I want to click on their channel without making a.
Click on that
their little thing.
Yep. There you go.
All right. So this is what it looks like.
How to train your roses.
Petals from the Past. Am I not subscribed? I need to subscribe. So now I'm subscribed. See, people just don't subscribe anymore, y'all. You just don't think about it. You watch stuff and I guarantee you there may be something that you're looking for there.
Yeah.
I mean, there is how to train climbing roses, stone fruits, apples and pears. The list goes on.
It's a lot of videos, y'all.
Let's see. 16 years ago.
Mm-hmm. They've had a YouTube channel for a while.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas black apples, figs, what is that?
Blueberries,
Orange
satsumas.
Meyer lemons.
Jason shows you how to prune the climbing rose on an arbor. It's all on there.
It's all on there. Very, very, very knowledgeable people. And we are so fortunate to have them right here in Chilton County, Alabama.
Somebody wanted to know would the frost cloth I use work on fruit trees, and it will. It will. Now, it depends on how cold it's going to get and that kind of thing. I know Jason at Petals, they would technically, the way you're supposed to use it is not the way I use it. I use it and I just put it over the top of mine, but you're supposed to have a gap. And I don't know. This worked for me, but I know that Greg at Halls and Jason at Petals both will have that space so it doesn't touch the plant. So kind of do your research on that. But
do you remember that beautiful lime tree they used to have?
That two of them.
They had them on each side of the stairs going up the side of the Petals from the past entry. And you may say, limes? How in the world can you grow limes in Alabama? Mm-hmm. Well, they covered them every single year. And I remember going many times and them have those trees covered up with the frost cloth.
They actually had the PVC around them year round.
Right.
It never came off.
But then there was a year.
It didn't make it.
It didn't make it. Yep. No matter what they did, the temperatures just got too cold and that citrus did not make it. So they had to pull them up and do away with them. But they were there for years.
They were.
And that just goes to show that all it takes is one good awkward freeze for your area to take care of something that's supposed to be for our zone. I mean, within reason.
That's right. And the gap is just like your home insulation. You got to have a gap. And that,
to let air go through,
and
I guess.
Holds the heat in better.
Yeah, too. That makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
But it should work, but it depends on how cold it gets.
Not everybody wants to take that time to cover up the citrus. So if you don't want to take that time, you don't need to plant it.
Yep.
Because it's not like you could go plant a lime tree out in our yard and expect it to make it till next year if we did not take the proper precautions.
That's right.
Citrus is not known to be a good producer in our zone.
No, even though we're in hot central Alabama, it still gets a little too cold for us to grow citrus for the most part. We can grow satsumas, but I still think when it comes wintertime, you still have to baby them a little bit. But satsumas are grown here.
But we try to stay away from those things that require all that extra attention because it's so time consuming.
If you go to Petals, they have a greenhouse that's strictly citrus, and they never bring them out.
They're planted in there.
They're in there all the time.
It's it's beautiful though.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's beautiful.
It's really awesome in the when they're in bloom.
Oh yeah,
because you can smell it, and there's covered in our honeybees.
That's right. That's right. That's a beautiful. Matter of fact, the last event that we had, I took Kitten down there and showed it to her.
Oh, okay.
She was wanting to put a heater possibly in her greenhouse at some point, and that's the greenhouse we went in to see the heater set up. All that citrus growing in there.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing what they do over there.
So we're not going to have any citrus here at Coghill Farm.
No.
Just requires a little too much attention.
I always wanted a lemon tree and, have it in the greenhouse and pull it out when it's not, but not right now.
Not right now.
Too much work right now.
Too much work. And I tell you, even though we think, things are going to, I was looking yesterday, I was sitting outside and I was looking around and I was like, we've accomplished a whole lot.
A bunch.
And then I think to myself, but this is what we need to do here. This is what we need. And while I think you would think at some point things would slow down, I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think so. Do you?
No, I don't think so.
I think we
Yep.
create more problems for
Yep.
ourselves.
That's right.
Not problems, but work.
Yep.
I should say. I think we will constantly be evolving. And if we ever are out of work, then we'll have to buy a new farm. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Not at all.
But there are times when you wish there wasn't so much to do.
Yeah.
Like when Jason's trifectus is acting up, we almost evolved into a quadfectus this past week because it evolved to his knee or hip or something.
Oh goodness.
But those times we want it to slow down, but for the most part, we appreciate always having something to do.
Yep.
And always appreciate, of course, our animals.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Gosh, I had something written down and I missed it. Oh well. I didn't write it down, is what I meant to say. I saw somebody ask something, I didn't write it down.
You seem kind of focused on something.
We had a scammer on there that I got rid of.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of scammer, a nice lady.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious, I can't remember where she was from. South Africa, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
She was from another country anyway. Sent me an email and said that, Brooke, I think that you have a scammer on your page.
Yes.
And it was where I wished Michael Key a happy birthday. Mm-hmm. And that person went in and commented on they didn't comment. I'm sorry.
They liked
it. And you click on that like thing and it said, congratulations. And it looks like my page, my logo.
Yep.
You have won, da-da-da. And y'all, I went in and I blocked them. But all they'll do is create another page and create another way to try to scam y'all. It's everywhere. And unfortunately, we don't always see it. Yep. So always send us an email if something looks fishy and maybe we can get it taken care of.
We're never going to send you a private message and say you've won anything. We're never going to send you a private message and ask you anything. We're just not going to do that. And so y'all just be careful. That's the new one, is that they'll steal our photo and steal the name and start loving and liking your comments. And then you'll go, oh, look, they said I won something. So that's the new one, because we don't see that. And they're getting smarter because they know that we got all these certain keywords blocked. So if they type in you won or anything like that, it'll get blocked. And so they're getting smarter because they know we're trying to stay ahead of the game on that kind of stuff. So.
And I think most of y'all know that we would never send out anything like that.
I think so too.
But in the meantime, don't anticipate that we have seen it. If you see something like that, please try to bring it to our attention and us try to get it taken care of, because every creator has the same problem.
That's right.
There's not one that's eliminated from scammers. They don't pick and choose. They do everybody. And they're just anticipating that somebody's going to bite. There'll be fake profiles created. There'll be, you've won this. And for the most part, y'all just don't buy it. Don't buy it. Also, y'all are not able to block them. We are.
They can block them.
Well, they can block them, but I'm just saying.
They can't block them from our page. Right. They'll just block them where they can't see them
exactly.
anymore.
So if y'all send it to us, it's something we can do so nobody can see it.
Also be careful, because this is the time of year that you're going to see, it's going to look like a legit website. It's going to just say Georgia Boots. Mm-hmm. And it's going to say Big Black Friday sale, Georgia Boots. And the prices are ridiculous. Or Duluth or Patagonia or some of these brands, and say 1 day only, or going out of business, or store closing.
If the prices look too good to be true, y'all.
And the website's going to look legit. It's going to look just like their website, but it's not going to be it. And the way to tell is to go in. Don't go to the website, or if you go there by mistake and don't buy anything, just go back out, go to Google or wherever you go and type it in and see if that sale comes up. And if it don't, then you know that's all fake. So just be careful about those, because they're coming.
And so y'all can block the person on your end if they try to, if they send you a friend request or something like that. But other people can still see it.
That's right.
So that's why I ask that you bring it to our attention if you see something that looks suspicious. Yep. And we may or may not be able to do something with it, but we'll do our best.
That's right.
We will do our best.
And Bama Gardner's right. Facebook and TikTok are the worst. They really are. YouTube does an amazing job. YouTube stays on top of it pretty good. Those two do not do good. I bet I got I bet there's probably 10, 15, or 20 TikToks that are us, Cog, Hill Farm. Facebook's the same way. Now, if I catch it on Facebook and I report it, usually within 2 days, Facebook will 75% of the time take it down.
Yeah.
So,
But it's not that they pick one person and
That's
do
right.
it too. It's across the board.
everybody.
We don't discuss it a whole lot, but it is something that happens, and we just want y'all to be aware that we wouldn't send you a message saying you've won or
That's right.
something like that. It's
Yep.
just it's sad. It's
Yep.
really sad.
It is.
It's sad that the platform can't be utilized for what it was intended because of so many
That's right.
scammers.
It
There's at least once a week when we say we're not posting anything else on Facebook. This is ridiculous. And it's because you have so much that you got to try to weed out, from the do good. You got the bad. So
it's terrible.
Anyway, it is. It is. So what else you got?
Well, I had some stuff written down like well, this one right here. This one caught me by surprise. I'm a big movie buff, and I love the ins and out on how directors and filmmakers do stuff. And so I follow these things on Instagram and stuff. And I saw one come across, and it was the movie It's a Wonderful Life. And that entire movie is set in the wintertime. But that movie was shot in California in the summertime, in July. And they had all those winter clothes, wool clothes,
Oh my
hats.
gracious.
And they said that the actors were miserable in that movie. Absolutely miserable. And the another thing that I thought was cool was that back then, fake snow was done with Wheaties and cornflakes, something like that.
Wow.
And that the director of this movie did not like that because he didn't want the crunching sound. And so they came up with a new way to make fake snow, and that won them a big award. And yeah, it was filmed in
crazy.
July in
California.
hot 90-degree weather. And most of y'all, or I say most of y'all, probably have seen that movie, and you can see that movie is dead set of winter time.
That is crazy.
Yes, isn't that crazy?
Well, why did they not shoot it somewhere in the actual winter?
I'm guessing because of technicality. So you think of back then, especially all your camera gear can't get wet.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So you have all that going on, and yeah, that was more likely why.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll find out that a lot of movies, I say a lot of movies, especially older movies, they were shot in usually warmer. The one I always think of is the movie Halloween, which is set in October, fall, and it's not. It was shot in the summertime, and all the leaves you see on there are fake, and they were cut out with paper.
That is too much information.
And the budget was so low that after they would do the scene, they would recycle all their fake leaves and reuse them over and over again throughout the movie. So. Yeah.
That is just too much knowledge for me.
They said that, a lot of times you look and the trees still had their leaves on it. So
how about that?
Yep.
Well, you and Mary Carl would notice that.
Yeah, we would.
You would notice that. Something that I just thought about that's not relatable to movie sets, but the cast iron seasoning, it is sold out on the website.
Okay.
Laura is in the process of making some more. She's had some shipping delays, but that is something she can make more of, and we plan to keep in stock at all times.
Yeah.
The Holly Jolly lotion, it is sold out too. If it's not sold out, there's only a few left. She'll be making more of that. Something that is very low in quantity that we will not be getting more of because it takes too long is the cinnamon creamed honey.
That's right.
The cinnamon creamed honey, there's only a handful of those left. And Roy and Rachel, it takes a long time for that honey to become creamed honey.
Very long time.
And so there will not be any more of that. Not in the near future anyway. Just wanted to share that because I'm sure some people are going to go to the website and see that the seasoning sold out and the
That's right.
lotion sold out. We'll be replacing those things, but not the cinnamon honey.
Not the cinnamon honey.
Not the cinnamon honey. So, anyway, I would feel bad if I didn't share the reason that it's coming back.
It's coming back. Right.
Some things are coming back.
That's right.
Replaceables. So I've seen a lot of questions about the kitty.
Yes.
And the kitty, we still are not set on a name. We are not set on what we will call him.
Yep.
I think we should go get him.
Go get him.
You want me to go get him?
Whatever. I can go get him if you want me to.
If you don't mind, that would be great.
I'll go get him.
So if you saw my video, when was it? Today's Tuesday, Sunday. We helped a little kitty that was in need. He had an accident. I still don't know exactly what happened. However, I am thinking he must have been hit by a car because he had multiple injuries. And one of the injuries was his leg, his shoulder. I think it was up in this area. If you're relating people to animals, was crushed. And he had to have a surgery. And when I saw the post about him needing a medical foster, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I've got to help this cat. I've got to help this cat. My bathroom is empty. I have no cats in there right now, and I need to be able to help this cat recover from the surgery. So I explained all this in my video, but for those of you that may have missed it, I said, I reached out to him and I said, I may be able to help as a medical foster depending on the needs. Well, I didn't hear anything. And 3 days go past, I guess. And I get a Facebook message and it says, let me look and see, because I'll be telling you wrong if I don't look at it. Let's see here. It says Avery is ready for pickup at Calera. Are you available to go get him? Well, first of all, I didn't know who Avery was because the kitty didn't have a name in the post. And I was not feeling good that day. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness. Yes, I've got to, details, please. And so about that time, I got a text. That was a Facebook message. I got a text and it was from them. And they said that Avery, the tripod kitty, is ready for pickup in Calera, which is not too far from here. And I'm still kind of just like, oh my goodness, what does he need? Can I call you? And so she said yes. And I called and she really did not know a whole lot of details except for he was finished with his surgery and that he was ready for pickup. She didn't know if he would need to be wearing a halo, what kind of medications were involved. And I thought, okay, I can do this no matter what his requirements are. I mean, I gave Rocky an IV. Surely I can take care of this kitty. Go to Claire to pick him up, and the lady that brought him to the desk said, he is the sweetest little thing in the whole wide world. We all love him so much. And everybody in the office came and said, he was so sweet. And he's so affectionate. He's so affectionate. He's more affectionate than any kitten we've ever had. I will say that. He just loves to be loved on. Now he can scoot. And
he likes to get right here.
He likes to, and they told me that when I picked him up. They said he likes to get up in your hair, around your neck, and he's doing very well. His incision looks good. He has a whole lot. I don't know if y'all can see it, but he has a whole lot of stitches, and he has to have those. We have to go back to the vet. Friday will be 7 days, but they said 7 to 10 days, so I'm probably going to wait until Monday to have his stitches taken out. He has own antibiotics. He has not required a halo collar because he isn't messing with it. Mm-mm. He acts like nothing happened.
That's what blows my mind is that I was telling Mary Carl this. Now, you think this was a human and just had its arm removed.
Hey, little one.
you would think you would be in so much pain.
You gonna stay on here?
But he acts like there's nothing wrong with him whatsoever. Zero.
He can get along just just fine on the 3 wheels that he has, and he I think he's just doing remarkable. He's a hungry fella, I can tell you all that. I'm feeding him Iams wet kitten food, the canned food, as well as Iams dry food. But I've started wetting his dry food because he has a hard time chewing the hard kibble. I know he needs hard kibble in the future, but right now his little teeth are so little, and he appreciates me wetting it. But y'all, he can eat. He can eat. And he was a little scrawny thing when we picked him up. That day I thought, oh my goodness, he's so skinny. And they said, offer him the wet food and the dry food because he needs to put on some pounds. And I can tell already that he has. Can't you tell he's thicker?
Yeah.
He's just a good little fella.
He is.
And so far, not much. I can't say it. Not much mischief going on from him. He's just a sweet little fella. He just loves a arm, and he has his meal, and he wants to go back to bed, and he plays a little bit, but he's just a baby
and doesn't stop purring.
He's purring right now. I can hear him. He doesn't stop purring. His little motor's just constantly running. Can you see the little sore on the back of his leg? No.
There it is.
There it is. See that right there? That's another thing that makes me think that he was hit by a car.
His ears has got scabs on them. Yep.
And I don't know what happened, but I do know one thing. I know he can get around, and I think that this is all going to be behind him, and he's going to live a wonderful life. Of course, he's probably here to stay. Probably here to stay.
Oh goodness.
He just loves the cuddle and loves his food. Loves his food. I have never had a cat that likes to eat as much as him.
Yeah.
Even the 3 kittens, they didn't care about their food as much as he does. And maybe that's because the other 3 weren't as in dire straits as he was. I don't know. But he appreciates his food. And Edgar has come up here. Edgar is, of course, Mary Carl's cat. And they have been introduced to each other under supervision. Edgar does kind of hiss from time to time, but they're getting better.
Oh, yeah.
Getting better with each other. I had them both in the hall this morning, and just introducing each other a little bit at a time. And Edgar went up to him and touched his nose with his nose. So, it's anything is new to an animal, and it just takes some adjusting.
It does.
It just is going to take some adjusting because Edgar's been here and he doesn't understand why there's, something new in his house. But sweetheart he is, and so happy to all of you that have donated to the cause, which is the trap neuter here in Chilton County. Yeah. And we are going to be able to hand them over a big check on December the 10th.
Yep.
And we'll let y'all know what the amount is at that time. But these girls that I don't know if there's any guys involved, but girls and guys, we'll say that to cover everybody. They do a wonderful job with the rescue. They do a wonderful job. And it's where Sylvester came from.
That's right.
It's the same group that Sylvester came from. And they have a kitty house. And they allow people to come and play with the kitties.
That's always so nice.
Isn't it though? Yeah. They allow people to come play with the kitties and give them some extra attention. But it's a great group, and we just felt it in our hearts, the need to share a way to get them some funding so they can go even further with their rescues.
Because they depend on donations only, so
they depend strictly on donations.
Right.
And
thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you. They do, and that funds get to running low, and they wonder how in the world they're gonna come out of their own pocket with the next animal.
And I wanted to say this too, because not everybody can.
No, yes, exactly.
But there's things that like if you got old towels or old sheets.
That's right.
The any of your shelters would love to take any of that.
And they have on their Facebook page, they have
Uh-huh.
an Amazon list.
Oh, do they?
But I don't know how to get that from them to me,
I
and
don't either. Yeah,
I
don't either. But for people that can't do anything monetarily,
That's right.
any of your shelters near you, hey,
You see
you
Edgar?
see Edgar, don't you?
He
They will.
loves Edgar. He doesn't overdo his visits with Edgar.
Yeah.
He just he kind of stands back, but he's interested in him. You can see he's trying to turn the way you want me to hold him, or you got
We
him.
got him.
He hey little booger. Yeah.
But they will take sheets and towels. I see them ask for that a lot.
That's right. And we certainly understand anybody. Do not cut yourself short or in any way.
No.
There have been a lot of donations given, and I see posts from time to time that they're just running out of donations. They're running out of this. They're running out of that. And I thought, well, if I make it a way to give back, then we can help them.
That's right.
And thank you so much to the TNR. And we're gonna do just that. We're gonna be able to, the COG squad, it's right. Gonna be able to make a difference here in Chilton County and make the TNR group be able to do more than what they do. There have been times when they have cut off intakes. We don't have any funding. We cannot take in any more intakes, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to have to say we can't possibly do anything else because we don't have the means. So private donations are their only. He is so interested in Edgar. Where did Edgar go? Y'all can see his little area there. I tell you,
and it's big. Dude, that's what I'm saying. And if it was a person and you had that's 3/4 of his whole side.
Yes, it is. It's
tough.
I was expecting, when I went to go pick him up and they told me that, I thought to myself, how am I gonna clean this incision?
Yeah.
And I thought it was gonna be a lot more to it. And I volunteered, but I was gonna, I just didn't know how I was gonna be able to keep it clean and such. But it takes care of itself. I'm just amazed. And he's such a sweetheart.
He is.
He is such something a love bug.
He is something else now.
Our 3 kitties that we had living in the bathroom, even at this age, they weren't like him. And I'm sure his health, probably has diminished his energy some.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't have the energy of a normal kitten because of what he's been through. But it's okay, buddy. We got lots of years ahead of us with good days. Don't know what your past held, but we know.
I saw several people say maybe he was in the engine compartment.
I didn't
think about that.
I don't know.
That is because mama cats would tend to do that because he's 6 weeks.
That's right.
6 weeks old. I saw some ask, but he is 6 weeks old.
And it's not that they were too busy to tell me what happened. It was that I asked on the spur of the moment, and she said she'll have to go back and look at her notes. And so I'm sure I'll find out, if there was information on what happened, I will get information. I'll share it with y'all. But at the time it was just, she wasn't even at the facility where she had her notes in front of us and could not remember. They helped so many. They helped so many.
Yep.
Look at him. He's all curled up.
He's something else now. He's something else. Yep.
So we still haven't stuck to a name, and
we got several names. There's some I like, and then some Mary Carl likes, and some Brooke likes. So we got to.
And we're just kind of trying to see his personality too. You're licking me, baby.
Yep.
Oh, you're licking me. He's just a purring.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah. You gonna get me? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Well, I am going to run over to Birmingham, and hopefully all will go well with my appointment. Saw a couple of people said I sound like I have a cold. Nope, I just hadn't had my coffee this morning. I don't have a cold.
And I told you I wasn't going to drink any, but you
Oh,
said
I
for me
said
to
go
go.
right ahead. Go right ahead.
Yep.
No need to not drink coffee because I
Mhm.
can't. Yeah, I don't have a cold, but do have an appointment today, and Jason has big plans for computer work.
I'm going to try to get. I'm going to try to get. Well, I got to. Tomorrow's video
Look
will
at him
be
looking
edited,
at you.
but then
Turning his
well,
head all up.
then I'm going to work on the kids video. Kids videos takes me a little while, but yeah,
You put a lot of time into it.
that's right.
Everybody appreciates it, Jason. All right. So I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving, and we
Mhm.
plan to be back here Saturday morning.
Yep,
And just appreciate each and every one of y'all.
that's right. That's right. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday,
Sheepy.
and y'all be good.